Is there somebody out here with me?
Oh my God! Holy shit! That scared me so bad. That was a straight up voice.
Well, what the fuck was that? I swear to freaking God, babe, I literally just saw like an 8-foot white tall shadow.
Oh my God! Dude, that was a face! I just seen a face! That was a glowing face!
Black Mass Paranormal is a channel focused on cryptids, strange wilderness encounters, and paranormal investigations in remote places. In this video, he rides deep into the Appalachian Mountains to explore stories of feral people near the Tennessee and North Carolina border. He begins by explaining that many strange encounters start the same way.
Currently, we are heading deep into the Appalachian Mountains. Now, the area that we're going in, historically, one of the most concentrated areas of Native America.
Someone is alone on a back road, far from normal traffic. That is exactly why he takes his KLR 650 into isolated forest roads, searching areas most people never reach.
We are going to be researching the topic of feral people, and we are currently on the KLR 650 that is going to take us on roads that you typically would not be able to go on. What's very important about all of this is that if you go back and you listen to the majority of interactions that people have with cryptids or the feral people, they all tend to start on, we were on this back road.
After taking a wrong turn, he stops and explains how the region has changed since he last visited.
So the area has significantly changed since I was up here. All of the roads are different. The area that I did know apparently no longer exists. It's so weird. It's so weird because I was trying to get up to an area that's called Green Cove. We're going to be in the same area of the mountains, but we are just going to be hitting a different side of the mountain to start off with, because I want to make sure that before, in case it rains and stuff, like I want to be making sure to hit all of the areas.
He remembers Sitico Creek as a place he avoided when he was younger because strange people would appear out of nowhere and watch his vehicle or gear. He connects those memories to the idea of feral people living deeper in Appalachia.
Really weird. And back then there wasn't a whole lot of talk about like the feral people, or there were people who lived off grid. Living in Appalachia, that's nothing new, and that's what's kind of a big disconnect from people. You know, you have your country bumpkins, you got your rednecks out here, but one thing that you don't really, that I didn't really recognize, was the whole other side to it. Now, as far as like the cryptid connection, I think it's a little bit further. I think there is an evolution of humans that is still present in these woods. I think they use the cave systems to survive the winters and to stay away from everybody else.
He believes some may use caves and tunnels to avoid contact, and that many sightings dismissed as Sasquatch could actually be something more human, but still not normal. Deeper in the Cherokee National Forest, his gear starts failing. His GoPro dies, his microphone needs charging, and his 360 camera stops responding. Around the same time, he finds a large footprint in the mud with visible toes, far bigger than his size 12 motorcycle boot.
You can see the freaking toe. Look at that. See if there's any arrowheads around here.
Later, he rides farther up rough mountain roads and notices more strange tracks, disturbed ground, and movement in the woods. He becomes overheated and uneasy, but keeps documenting the area.
I swear I just heard movement up there. See that little spot? Oh man, something's biting me in the back too. Oh god, this sucks. I thought this was boar at first, but this is not boar. Shout out to Max Speeding Lights. They hooked me up with some sweet freaking lights. Look at those things.
The most unsettling moment comes when he finds a live tree pulled or placed across the road, blocking his path.
Did this just fall? What's really interesting is none of the leaves are dead that are on this tree. There's not another dead tree leaning against it, so it's not like a dead tree fell on this. This was put here, and the tree itself is still alive.
The leaves are still green, and it does not look like a normal deadfall. By the end, he admits he has never seen anything like it before, leaving the strange mountain road behind with more questions than answers. Midwest Ghost Hunter is a paranormal investigation channel where Ian explores haunted places alone, often using simple tools like a K2 meter while documenting anything strange he hears or sees. In this video, he visits secluded Native American burial mounds along the Crow Wing River, where people have reported phantom drums, voices, glowing figures, and even a wolf spirit guarding the land. The investigation begins just after a storm passes.
It's now time to get into the investigation. You know, there wasn't really supposed to be a storm, but if you look, I got some ominous clouds coming in, and the wind is starting to pick up, and I'm starting to feel raindrops. Oh man, I hope it doesn't rain too hard. It wasn't supposed to, but I'll have to recheck the forecast. Hopefully it's just brief. Just brief enough to energize this place, and I can come out here at night. Crazy activity will happen. It's kind of weird. It's almost like a bad omen, like I shouldn't be here.
Ian says the sudden clouds and rain feel like a bad omen, but once the air clears, he enters the trail and finds the first mound almost immediately.
All right, the storm has passed. It should be a clear night from here on out. I can definitely feel the electricity in the air right now. And here we are. Right when you walk in, there's the first mound. Hello, is anybody here? My name is Ian, and I'm just a visitor looking to communicate with anyone that's here. That is, if you're interested. I hear that there's spirits out here. If your spirits here, I'd love to see you. It would be an amazing experience.
When he places his K2 meter on it, the device starts lighting up, as if something nearby is touching it or responding to him.
Look at that, it's already going off. Holy shit. What the Are you touching that green light? Are you buried in this mound? I take that as a yes. How many spirits are here? Is it over 5? Is it less than 5? This thing is just going nuts. It's hard to tell if this thing's actually like responding or if it's just going off at random. Do you speak English? I wish I knew some phrases off the top of my head. I wouldn't even know what tribe to even speak. That's the thing.
As he moves deeper into the woods, the atmosphere becomes more unsettling. He hears something behind him. Then a clear voice seems to come from empty space.
Bears, Bigfoot, ghosts, anything. Okay. I don't know if I'm going crazy. I thought I heard something behind me. Hello? Who's over there? I don't know, maybe I'm just paranoid. I don't know. I thought I heard something, but I'm not sure. Oh, holy shit. Okay. All right. Okay, I don't know, man. Maybe I'm not going crazy. I don't know. I don't know if I should try this, but I'm going to try walking backwards because I want to see what's coming up behind me.
When he approaches the area, something suddenly grabs his shoulder, leaving him shaken and unsure whether it was a warning or an attempt to communicate.
Is there somebody out here with me?
Oh my God! Holy shit. That scared me so bad. That was a straight up voice. From thin air. It was as if somebody was standing like right there.
Hello? My name is Ian. Could you tell me your name? Are you standing in this exact spot right here? Could you say something? You might not even understand me, that's the thing.
Oh my God! Holy shit. Oh my God, something just grabbed my shoulder. Holy moly.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to react that way. You just scared me. I really don't know what kind of grab that was. I don't know if that was like a hey kind of grab or hey, like get out of here.
At the second mound, Ian stays quiet and listens. He hears faint voices and captures several strange orbs on camera, including one that visibly crosses the screen.
I'm getting a lot of orbs. Holy moly. Whoa, guys, I'm getting a lot of weird ones. Holy crap. I want to see if I can get any on video. Oh, dude, one just crossed over the screen. Did you see that? Of course you did. I just caught it. That was so cool. This place has got a lot of spiritual energy. Like I could just feel it walking through here. And it's a good kind of energy. It's like peaceful. At least I hope it's all peaceful. I know there's apparently a wolf spirit out here somewhere.
The energy feels strong, but not threatening, almost peaceful. Near the riverbank, the night turns stranger. A howl echoes through the woods, followed by a sound that Ian says is unmistakably like a tribal drum.
Even though there's not much going on right now, it's a lot of fun just being out here. Out in the wilderness. Even though it's dark, I can barely see 10 feet ahead of me. Still a lot of fun. Okay. Okay, that sounded like a coyote, a dog, or God forbid, a wolf. Holy shit. Just when I said it was fun being out here.
Pretty sure that was a goose back there splashing in the water.
He follows the noise and discovers another large mound hidden in the dark, as if the sound had led him directly to it.
Let's see if anything else happens. There she is. It's weird. It smells like incense almost over here. Or like sage. I don't know. It's like different. I can't pinpoint it. Oh, it almost burns my lungs. Are you smoking something over here? Hello?
At the final mound, the smell changes, almost like incense or sage. Ian hears a male voice, then sees what looks like a glowing face appear in the darkness.
That sounds like a male voice. Could you speak again? Oh my god! Dude, that was a face! I just seen a face! That was a glowing face! Oh my god, I cannot believe that! Dude, his face just appeared right there! Right there! Oh my god, that was one of the craziest things I've ever seen! It's one thing to see a light, a mist, even a shadow, but a face? A face! It looked like a man, too. It looked like a Native American man.
Describing it as one of the craziest things he has ever witnessed. He leaves believing the spirits are still there. Ray Gloom's Real Life Encounters is a wilderness exploration channel where strange local legends, abandoned places, and unsettling outdoor discoveries are investigated in a calm, realistic way. In this video, Ray stops at a rugged hillside where locals claim an old abandoned mine or prospector site may still be hidden. He begins by explaining that the area is lower in elevation than his usual locations, but it is said to have a haunted mining legend.
Well, so we're in another little spot that I thought I'd stop by and investigate. This is lower in elevation than where I've typically been and a little bit further south, but there's supposed to be an old abandoned mine shaft or prospector area or something, and some people, locals, say that it's haunted, which of course we know it's probably not, but we just wanted to come and take a look. So I think it's up there, and we're just gonna go see if we can't find it.
The old story claims that a prospector once guarded a silver strike so jealously that his spirit may still protect the land from anyone searching for it. Ray carefully climbs through loose rock and rough terrain, trying to find signs of the mine.
Yeah, that's a lot of rocks. Just kind of fell down all around over here. I'm wondering if I'm supposed to go up there or something. Up that way. This kind of comes down this way, so I can go up that way, or I can go that way. That's what I'm wondering. Let me take a better look.
Along the way, he discovers an animal spine with fur still attached, likely from a deer, suggesting something had been feeding in the area.
I just found some animal spine. Look. Look at the fur on it. It's hair. Fur, whatever. Gotta be a deer.
As he continues upward, the ground becomes harder to navigate. He follows what looks like an old water path, wondering if floods may have erased most of the mining evidence over time.
There's actually a little bit of a trail there. That's probably it then. That's probably where I need to be. Huh. Oh, actually. Well, maybe it is a little bit of a trail, but look, that's actually where the water came down. Well, I wonder if that means that's where it is, where I'm supposed to go.
The atmosphere changes when a sudden gust of wind hits him out of nowhere. Ray remembers hearing that sudden wind can be seen as a bad omen.
I do get sort of a little bit more of a spooky vibe as I walk. Oh my gosh. Wind just came out of nowhere. We've discussed that, right, guys? Do you remember that in a previous video? If you're just walking and suddenly there's a big gust of wind just and it's gone, like that one. Some people call that a bad omen. Right when I got here. Is that a sign, guys? Did I find something?
And from that point on, the place starts to feel more unsettling. Higher up, he finds a strange dead tree stump with every limb deliberately cut off. He calls it the octopus stump and questions why anyone would cut it in such a difficult spot unless something unusual had happened there.
Those aren't breaks. Those are cuts. You got this old dead tree and then someone cut all the limbs off of it. One great big root coming down.
After slipping and falling on the hillside, Ray notices 3 rocks stacked on a tree like a possible trail marker.
This is not easy, guys. Oh boy. Yeah. This is actually much more slippery than I thought it would be, than what it looked like. I can go up a little ways more. I think I need to stick to where the water is coming down though. Oh, I still haven't seen anything. So those big rocks almost look like they've been placed. Actually, maybe I should go back in there. I see a couple of walk-over hangs that are just exposed portions of this hill, but that doesn't seem that important to me. Oh! I fell. I fell down. I fell the good way though, and I fell into nice, soft twigs and stuff. I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. Hey, there's a baby tree. Leave the baby tree alone. Let it grow. Mama tree might get mad.
Then he hears rocks slide above him, almost like something stepped on the loose shelf nearby.
Whoosh of wind came through. Oh! Okay, rock shell or something. Suddenly just, I heard it slide. And I think something moved up there. I think there's an animal up there or something. Well, now it's not moving. Well, here comes the wind again. It's just so dead silent everywhere else, but I'm here, there's wind.
Finally, he spots what appears to be the old mine area, but strange wind and an uneasy feeling make him turn back before getting closer.
That actually looks like a mine shaft. It's up, it's through the trees. I actually can't really tell. It's just because it just looks like it. I'm actually looking back towards that octopus tree stump. I'm just getting the weirdest feeling. Like I had better not go back that way. Something doesn't seem right. Okay, I'm obeying the feeling. I'm not gonna go back the way.
He leaves without fully exploring it, admitting that something about the place simply felt wrong. Jesse's Drone Adventures is a travel and drone channel focused on scenic drives, desert landscapes, and remote places seen from the road and above. In this video, Jesse drives through the Virgin River Gorge in northwestern Arizona, one of the most dramatic stretches of Interstate 15. The drive begins with the highway entering a narrow canyon carved through solid rock.
In the far northwestern corner of Arizona, this interstate cuts through one of the most extreme landscapes in the Southwest. But what makes this drive so fascinating isn't just the scenery, it's the fact that engineers somehow managed to build a major highway right through solid rock. I'll be telling you all sorts of fun facts about the gorge and the history of the highway throughout the video.
Jesse explains that the gorge is not just beautiful, but also an engineering achievement, because the road had to be built through steep cliffs, unstable rock, and the winding Virgin River. As the scenery opens up, the canyon feels almost unreal. The blue sky, white clouds, and towering rock walls make the road feel less like a normal interstate and more like a passage into another world.
I wouldn't necessarily rate this as a scary or intimidating drive by any means, but it is one that requires focus and attention to the road in the event of any falling rocks, rocks on the road, or any drivers with California license plates. Nah, I'm just kidding. Unless it is a BMW or Dodge Challenger with California license plates, then you might want to keep an eye on them.
Jesse stops to take in the view and films the Virgin River, which begins near Zion National Park and flows through Utah, Arizona, and Nevada before reaching Lake Mead.
Virgin River starts near Zion National Park in the beautiful southwestern Utah and flows 162 miles, 260 kilometers, southwest, meandering through Utah, Arizona, and Nevada, finally emptying into Lake Mead, or as I call it, Puddle Mead. Depending on the time of day and year, the color of the Virgin River can vary from chocolate milk brown during flash floods to shades of clear blue and my favorite, blue-green on calm days when light reflects off the water.
On calm days, the water can reflect a clear blue-green color against the desert rock. The story then shifts to how difficult travel was before Interstate 15 existed.
Traveling between Las Vegas and Utah was a completely different experience. Back in the early 1900s, drivers heading north or south through this region primarily relied on older highways like US Route 91, which is the highway you see highlighted in red. That road avoided the gorge entirely because the canyon was considered far too rugged and dangerous to build through at the time.
Older routes avoided the gorge because the canyon was considered too dangerous to build through, forcing drivers to take slower roads around it. Construction finally began in the 1960s. But the project became one of America's hardest rural interstate builds.
Almost immediately, the project turned into one of the most difficult rural interstate projects in the entire United States. Workers had to blast enormous amounts of rock from the canyon walls just to create enough space for the roadway. In many places, crews were trapped between vertical cliffs on one side and the Virgin River on the other.
Workers had to blast rock, reroute the river in multiple places, build bridges, and deal with heat, flooding, wind, and dangerous terrain. After opening in December 1973, the road transformed travel between Las Vegas and Utah. Even with constant traffic today, the gorge still feels wild and ancient, with cliffs rising above the highway like something untouched by time. On the return drive, Jesse explains how the gorge formed over millions of years, shaped by uplift, erosion, and the Virgin River slowly cutting downward through the rock.
Believe it or not, everything I've been showing you, such as the cliffs, mountains, ridges, peaks, buttes, you name it, this all started to form nearly 70 million years ago. Or so they say. You see, long before Interstate 15 ever cut through the Virgin River Gorge, this entire landscape looked completely different, like Nikki Glaser before her facelift. Hey, somebody had to say it. Millions of years ago, the area you see today was buried beneath ancient seas, deserts, and floodplains that slowly stacked layer upon layer of sediment across the region. Over time, those layers hardened into the colorful sandstone and limestone cliffs that now tower above the canyon.
The video ends with Jesse back where the drive began, encouraging viewers to experience the gorge for themselves. Paranormal Discovery is a camping and paranormal exploration channel where Lamar and Chelsea investigate remote locations while using spirit, communication devices, and sharing personal experiences. In this video, they return to Kajim for a backcountry camping trip while still grieving the recent loss of their beloved dog, Kia. The trip begins on an emotional note as Lamar explains that this campsite was originally meant to be a return visit with Kia.
Recently lost our most prized possession, our baby girl Kia. She was our dog. And I do want to say it's been one of the hardest 5 days. It's been 5 days now since her passing, and it's been some of the hardest mornings and days of our entire lives. You know, our lives drastically changed. I don't even know how to explain it. We're a little bit speechless right now. We miss her so damn much every single day. I think the most emotional thing right now is I planned this trip back to Keji. That's where we are right now. I am with Chels. She's actually taking a walk down the path, but we're here backcountry camping in Keji, and I don't know if you guys remember, I brought Kia to this lot where we are right now. This is the waterfront lot. She went in the water, I filmed it, and I remember telling Kia, I'm like, this is what, and you guys, I'm like, this is the lot that I should have booked, you know, and I promised Kia, I'm gonna bring her back to this lot.
Both he and Chelsea spend much of the day reflecting on memories of her while trying to enjoy the wilderness around them. As evening approaches, they settle into camp, cook dinner, and discuss the area's long indigenous history. Chelsea admits she feels unusually watched whenever she is alone around the campsite, though she struggles to focus because of everything they have been going through emotionally. While eating, they activate a spirit communication app. The session starts quietly before several unexpected responses appear.
Anything from back in that time, if there's anything hidden here. It's actually kind of cool because in the visitor center here, you could actually see...
They will attack.
Whoa, okay.
That's reassuring.
I was just about to mention, you could actually see like, weapons and like tools. I guess it's tools. But from thousands of years ago, you can see what it looked like. I was just about to mention that, and then it says attacked. So like,
I can see you all.
Are we gonna get attacked by like them with tools?
Words such as attack, bad memories, and join us later stand out, creating an increasingly uneasy atmosphere around camp. Later, Chelsea places a REM pod near the tent. To her surprise, the device repeatedly activates despite nobody being near it.
What the shit?
I know. I'm just sitting in the tent while Omar kind of packs up some stuff. I set up the REM pod just for fun. Can you please step away from this? If you're a spirit, can you please step away? Why is it like going back and forth? Akia, if that's you, can you step away?
During the same period, she believes she hears a distant male voice, even though Lamar is elsewhere in camp.
Guys, I literally just put this REM pod here just for funsies. Like, I had no intention of filming anything right now. Omar, are you talking? Omar? I hear talking. But, like, I have his phone. I'm on my phone. And he's not even responding to me. But I swear I hear talking. It sounded like a man.
After dark, the pair leave camp for a walk through the forest. Strange knocking sounds echo through the trees, and both repeatedly mention feeling watched. The Spirit app produces unusual responses including Goodbye Friend, Victoria, Shadow, and The Rumors Are True, which seem to match experiences they are having in real time.
Good?
Yeah, this camera is nice handheld. I like it.
Goodbye, friend.
What?
Whoa.
No, we just got here.
Goodbye, friend. What do you mean by that?
Are they talking about how we had to say goodbye to Kia?
I don't know. What is that? Something's moving.
Sounds like footsteps, like people. Hello?
I'm not playing.
I am not playing.
We're not here to hurt you. We're not here to disrupt. We just came to communicate and to enjoy the land.
The most unsettling moments occur deeper along the trail. Chelsea claims to see a shadow moving between trees, while both hear unexplained noises coming from different directions.
Hi, Victoria. My name is Chelsea, and this is my fiance, Lamar.
What'd you see?
I swear I just saw a shadow dart from one tree to another.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it might have been my eyes messing with me, but I swear I saw it. Is that you, Victoria?
Desolation.
What? Desolation.
Do you have any messages for us? Anywhere you want us to go? Which way should we go?
I don't know.
Later, Chelsea reports seeing what looked like an extremely tall white figure near the path before the sounds continue around them.
Connected to the grounds.
If so, Dexter, how are you connected to these grounds? Well, what the fuck was that?
Whoa. What?
Point the light right here, right where I am. Point it right down where the barrel is. I swear to freaking God, babe, I literally just saw like an 8-foot white tall shadow.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm serious. Like, extremely tall.
What is that whooping?
I don't know. It's pretty consistent.
Back at camp, the strange activity continues. Lamar believes he hears Chelsea calling his name while she appears to be asleep inside the tent.
Chels? Chels! What the fuck? Chels? You awake? I literally just heard Chelsea's voice. Chelsea, you awake right now? Chels? Yeah. You okay? Dude, what the shit?
The next morning, they discuss the knocks, voices, and distant lights they encountered before packing up and leaving the park. Outdoor Girl Sophie is an outdoor creator who shares peaceful solo camping adventures, campfire cooking, and quiet moments in nature. In this video, she returns to a forest near her childhood home in Denmark for a relaxing overnight camp. The trip begins with Sophie walking through a forest she knows well from growing up.
Hi, my name is Sophie. Today I'm on a solo camping trip in a forest in Denmark. I'm gonna put up my tent, make a campfire, and cook a really delicious dinner. And I also have something planned for dessert.
The familiar trails bring back memories of spending time outdoors with her dog, and she enjoys the feeling of returning to a place that feels like home. After arriving at the campsite, she explores the area before setting up camp. She explains that camping in Denmark is restricted to designated areas and takes her time searching for the best location. While walking around, she notices a group of men already camping nearby and debates whether she should introduce herself or simply keep to her own space.
So I do hear some men talking, so they have probably taken the good spot here at the site. Oh! Oh! There was a spider. So now I'm a little bit in doubt if I should go over there, say hi, say that I'm gonna be camping over here, or what's the best thing to do.
Eventually, she finds a quiet spot near a proper fire pit and decides it is perfect for the night.
And possibly make a campfire here. Someone has already done it. I would never just start a campfire like this just in the middle of the ground. But since it's already here, I might as well continue on it. I do hear the guys camping in this direction quite clearly, but I cannot see them and they cannot see me. So yeah, I'm still in doubt if I should go over there and say hi. I don't want to scare them by suddenly just being here in my big red tent. But they are men, so they probably don't scare as easily as I do.
Her plan is simple. Set up camp, gather firewood, and prepare a special dinner over the fire.
I'm gonna have a lot of room just for myself.
The afternoon is spent collecting wood and building a campfire.
And when it looks like this, you can start building it up with bigger pieces. My fire is starting to look good, so now I better get started on my food prepping for dinner.
Once the fire is burning steadily, Sophie begins preparing dinner.
I'm gonna cook a pork tenderloin over the fire with some potatoes, and to top it off I have a béarnaise sauce. It's gonna be so delicious. So first I need to chop up these potatoes. My plan is to just cut the potatoes up in smaller pieces, and then I brought some tin foil that I'm gonna wrap them in with some olive oil, salt and pepper.
She wraps potatoes in foil with olive oil, salt, and pepper, then cooks a pork tenderloin over the fire. Using a thermometer to avoid overcooking the meat, she carefully monitors the meal while enjoying the peaceful surroundings.
I can already see the temperature going up. It's going pretty fast, but it's probably also quite warm in there.
Dinner turns out almost exactly as she hoped. The pork is tender, the potatoes are nearly perfect, and she finishes the meal beside the fire.
The meat is just perfect. I'm done. I almost finished everything. These potatoes are not 100% done.
For dessert, she prepares a childhood favorite, a grilled banana filled with melted chocolate, which reminds her of earlier camping trips with family. As darkness settles in, bats appear overhead, and Sophie relaxes by the fire before heading to bed. The next morning, she wakes after a peaceful night and notices a mysterious tent nearby that was not there the evening before.
I see that there is a tent just outside my tent. Over here. I wonder when that was put up. I was sitting out here at the campfire until I think 9 in the evening. And when I got in my tent, it was dark. And I'm quite sure that the tent was not there when I was sitting at the campfire. That's a little bit weird.
After coffee and a simple breakfast, she packs up camp just as rain begins to fall and heads home. Exploring with Angelo is an exploration and paranormal channel where Angelo and his friend Frank visit remote locations, abandoned sites, and places connected to local legends. In this video, they camp beside a mountain lake in Japan before investigating a mysterious shrine and cemetery known for strange stories and disappearing statues. The trip begins with an overnight camp near the lake.
I mean, I feel like once you insulate in the tent, you kind of keep your body heat.
Jeez. Throughout the evening, both men repeatedly hear unusual sounds in the darkness, including what Angelo describes as laughter or giggling coming from the surrounding forest.
Okay, that was that giggle again. What is that? It legit sounds like it's coming from up there. That doesn't make any sense.
Unless it's a wolf or something. Not a wolf, sorry, a fox. I don't know. Anyway, let's just go back for now. Warm up again. Man, like, what is going on? Are we going back in time? Are we going back into winter? Is that what's happening?
They also hear movement behind their camp despite never finding a clear source. As night falls, the noises continue around the tents, making sleep difficult.
We're really bushwhacking it tonight. Just a couple one-man tents, pillows, and that's it. Not really much to keep us warm. Someone laughing. I also just noticed this set gear top, but with a 2 E's.
They pack up and hike out through the cold mountain terrain. Along the trail, they unexpectedly encounter a fox that calmly walks near them.
Damn. I didn't even see him.
I heard him briefly, not really afraid.
No, he just literally dude, he was like 5 feet away from us. He just walked right up and was like, hey guys.
I just heard something beside me. Wait a second.
Okay, I guess we'll follow him.
Oh, it's not Yogi Bear, so it's okay.
Nope. Yeah, he was moving so quietly.
Yeah.
Later, they hear a loud crashing sound that resembles a falling rock somewhere nearby.
We unfortunately are nowhere near as fast. What the? What was that? Is that a rock?
Sounded like.
That was loud.
The next morning, after a failed attempt to visit an abandoned hotel, Angelo heads to the Kegenfuchi Abyss area. He explains the history of the Jizo statues, which are said to protect children, travelers, and lost souls.
Alright guys, so basically what these are Jizo statues. They're believed to be like protectors of children, travelers, and essentially lost souls. So what they do believe happened here is that some child may have drowned at some point in time, hence the river. It is believed that the mother constantly would come back, even in spirit form after she died, looking for her lost child, which most likely died in the river, and I presume they never found the body. But the other thing that's kind of mysterious and creepy is apparently these appear and disappear, especially at night. So when you start counting them, it's never the same number when you come back. Like last year, it just wasn't happening. I was trying to count them all, and it was a little bit difficult, but that is believed to be what these are actually for. They're essentially protectors. We did see them somewhere else.
In a temple.
Fukuoka.
Yeah.
The other temple over there. I think these ones are actually much, much older. And yeah, they're kind of cool to look at.
Local legends claim the statues can appear, disappear, or change position, especially at night. After dark, the pair return to the shrine and cemetery.
Wait, you see that? Turn off the light for a second.
Oh yeah? Yeah, let's see if I can zoom in on that.
Dude, for like a second, it got really bright. Now it's dimming.
Yeah.
Let's see if it happens again.
Using a spirit box and leaving cigarettes as offerings, they begin experiencing odd events. A cigarette repeatedly brightens despite the lack of wind, as if someone is taking a puff. Both men also feel sudden blasts of air passing by them, even though the surrounding trees remain completely still.
What the hell?
What happened?
It was just... Okay, that was weird.
What happened?
It was like a breeze, like, blew right by me. But there's no breeze right now. There's nothing. It, like, blasted by me. It was almost like, you know when something runs by you really fast?
Yeah.
And it's like you feel like the draft of it?
Yeah.
That's exactly what I just experienced.
As they continue deeper into the shrine grounds, they hear what sounds like distant whimpering, and Angelo briefly sees a dark shape that seems to move away when illuminated.
What's everything like dark. But as soon as I flashed my light over, it just like moved away.
Another unexplained rush of air follows moments later.
Whoa. What? The hell? How is that possible?
What?
The same thing, like a giant thing just ran by me, or a breeze, like a blast of air.
Really?
Yeah. How is...
That doesn't...
Okay, come on. Like,
it literally doesn't even make
I can't
sense.
explain that. That is weird.
Multiple times? To both of us? That is weird.
I just find it weird it was shortly after you said bye.
Oh, true. Okay. Oh yeah, sumanasai.
Bye. I hope you don't hate us for whatever reason.
Yeah, I don't think we did anything wrong.
Convincing them it is time to leave the area. Jasko is a paranormal exploration channel where Jasko and his friend Ben investigate haunted locations, abandoned sites, and places surrounded by dark legends. In this video, they return to the infamous Devil's Forest after a previous encounter drove them out, hoping to uncover what is really hiding in the woods. After recapping reports of disappearances, strange sightings, and the legendary white-faced demon, the pair head back into the forest despite the warnings surrounding the area. Almost immediately, things feel wrong. While walking the trail, they hear unexplained whistles and strange responses through their spirit box.
Makes sense, but I heard a whistle.
I heard
Why
something.
does it sound like something's coming toward you?
Ask a question.
Okay, you go ahead.
What is that?
Good question.
Very question.
Branch.
Whoa.
Wait, what is
What
that?
the fuck was that? Is this... What is that?
The bad ones are coming. The bad ones are coming. That's what it just said.
But it looks like there's something right around that fucking tree. You see
Yeah, you
that?
see that.
That's not so... Hello?
Who are the bad ones? You said, who is that? And it said the bad ones are coming.
No lights.
Yeah, fuck that.
The messages become even more unsettling when they discover a backpack hanging from a tree.
Right.
There's a pair of boots on the floor. Okay,
Those
Ben,
frogs, bro.
Ben, you take a look at that. I'm gonna go take a look down here. I just want to make sure that,
I'm looking.
The Ministry of Angles.
Old boots and,
what in the world was that?
Well, you good? What was that?
Dude, I'm hearing the weirdest noises. I got my walkie-talkie.
Fortune.
I'll
All right,
let you know
bro.
if anything.
Can I? Will it let me? Just let me. Shit.
Crumbling wall.
That's wet.
Gosh, this is terrifying.
Oh, okay, hold on. There's something in here.
Front yard.
Hey, Ben, I'm gonna come back. I'm hearing some really weird noises over here.
Yeah, come back.
Gotcha.
You are right.
What did it say?
I said I'm hearing some really weird noise over here. Said you're right.
Oh, shit.
Abandoned boots, a bracelet, and other personal belongings scattered throughout the forest. As they continue deeper, they find a collection of maps, notes, and objects that make the area feel more like a crime scene than a hiking trail.
Yeah, let's just rubber band the map, guys. Like,
Who does that? Whoa, wait, whoa.
there's 8 rituals.
8 spirits earlier, 8
rituals.
rituals.
That was a branch. That was another branch. Those are noises I don't like. That sound like clicking. Like someone...
Like a clicker from fucking Last of Us. Okay.
Bro, hold on. Dead man. Altered states.
Yeah, this guy was in some altered
Can I
states.
see them? Bro, I'm seeing a whole bunch of stuff here. Look, there's a name.
The Devil's Workshop.
The Devil's Worship. I'm not trying to be that guy, Ben. Are they as not?
Yeah, I know that one.
I'm one of those guys where like, okay, one bad sign. Let's continue. We've had like 9.
How do you fold it up?
The spirit box repeatedly references death, rituals, and being watched, while unusual clicking noises echo through the darkness around them. The tension rises further when the device begins mentioning a shotgun man. Soon after, both men hear movement nearby and become convinced someone else is moving through the forest with them.
Last time.
What is that, Jess?
What?
It's close. Right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is close. Whistle. I'll stay there for a sec. Yeah, let's stay back.
I mean, crime
Let's
scene.
not-
Maybe
let's not-
that wasn't the crime scene. Maybe this is.
Take us.
Maybe this is all crime.
Take us.
Where?
Out of here? We
Bro,
could do that.
My legs are like shaking. I don't know, like, I'm just thinking about last time right now.
Deodorant.
Deodorant. It's been a long day. I went to the gym. Listen, guys, like,
I use native. I'm sorry.
I lived here.
in the woods?
Bro, that's crazy. You guys don't fall anywhere near us.
All right, well,
Attack after dark.
attack after dark. Bro, what is going on right now?
A whistle from close range reinforces the feeling that they are no longer alone.
What? That was something moving, like towards us, Jess. You heard that?
Yeah. Yo, who's out here?
What the fuck?
Fluctuations.
That wasn't a fucking tree. That was something clicking. You heard that?
I heard, yo, come here. I hear, brothers. I genuinely feel like we're being
A local
watched.
person.
A local person. A local, what? Is that you?
No, I don't think so.
Is yours on?
Shit.
Yours is in your pocket.
Defensiveness.
What did that say? Should I answer?
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, is anyone there?
Mine's on.
I hear it.
Later, they reach a nearby lake connected to stories of drownings, disappearances, and ritual activity. There they discover shotgun shells, abandoned shoes, and signs that someone has recently been in the area.
Oh, look. Shotgun shells. Oh, okay.
Abandoned shoes.
So yeah, now Mo.
Wait,
bro, there's a reflector up there.
Yeah.
Something covered it. On my life, something covered that reflector. Like something blacked it out.
When headlights suddenly appear in the woods, the vehicle stops after seemingly noticing them before disappearing again.
Oh boy. All right, here we go. Ben, I'm gonna hand you this.
What are you doing? Oh.
All right, guys. For those who don't know, I hate repeating myself, but this is car. Fuck. Give me the- Bro. No. Bro, they see us. They stopped. Ben, show.
Wait, they shut off the lights. Are you kidding? Oh, they're there.
No. Let me see.
Shut off the light. What the fuck? Okay, well, they definitely saw us. Maybe
They know we're out here.
Well, maybe they're just playing with us.
Shotgun
Wait, they
fucking man.
stopped. No, wait, no, they're gone. Okay. Maybe they're just playing with us. They definitely saw us, that's for sure. If they're the same guy that was on the walkie, though, that's a problem.
That's a fucking problem, 100%.
The night reaches its breaking point when they hear what sounds like a gunshot near the lake.
What the fuck? Okay, hold on. That was like a branch break.
Sure?
Whoa! The fuck? Okay, that's a gunshot. Go. Run. We gotta get the fuck out.
This is over! Fuck!
Go. Get in.
Strange energy.
They immediately retreat toward their vehicle, fearing they may be dealing with armed locals. Moments later, another vehicle appears nearby, followed by the discovery of a fire burning close to where they had been standing.
That's not my truck.
You didn't hit
Look,
the power on?
no.
Dude, turn off the light?
My truck's up there, bro. What do you mean turn off the light? They're gonna know that someone's out here. No matter
They already know someone's out here. Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Convinced the situation has become dangerous, they abandon the investigation and leave the forest. Cursed Urban is a paranormal exploration channel where Dan investigates locations tied to cryptid sightings, strange encounters, and supernatural legends. In this video, he visits a forest known for reports of a creature called a mimic, a being said to imitate voices and lure people deeper into the woods. Dan arrives during the afternoon and explains the stories surrounding the area before exploring the trails and deciding whether the location feels safe enough to camp overnight.
Yeah, sun's still up. We're gonna walk around, get our bearings a little bit, and see what's out here. I'm not planning. I don't know. Thinking about camping out here tonight. I did bring all my camping stuff in the car, but we'll see how it goes. If I get too freaked out, I'll run away like I usually do. If not, we don't get much. We'll camp out. But all right, guys, I've been yapping enough. Let's hit the trails and see what we can find.
While walking through the forest, he hears repeated movement in the brush. The sounds seem large enough to be a person or animal moving through the leaves.
What is that? I hear something running in the forest. Like something... something kind of big. Where is it? I hear it. I just heard like... it's definitely something with 2 feet. It sounded like a person running, which very well might have been what it was. It was loud enough, I know it's on video, at least. That I got the audio. But I heard it start from there. It ran here. Sounded like it stopped there, then it ran back. It's definitely something with 2 legs.
But despite searching the area, he never finds the source.
I can't see what it is. But I can definitely hear it. Like, I don't want to stop filming it. Hello?
Later, he begins using a spirit communication app near a picnic area.
If we get anything else, is there anyone out here with me right now? Anything that would like to communicate?
It's beautiful here.
It's beautiful here. I concur. It's a very nice place, but we'll give it 2 more minutes. Let's see if we get anything. Actually, no, I probably shouldn't set a time limit. We'll give it a little bit more time. Let's see. What if it means like, what if there's something hidden in the ashes, you know? What if there's something like hidden in these ashes that I'm supposed to find? Maybe that's why it said ashes. So I'll dig through this.
The responses are mostly random until several unusual phrases appear, including "find my ashes," "religious," and "Jeff," though nothing clearly explains their meaning. After dark, the investigation becomes far more unsettling. While walking a larger trail, the app produces responses such as hiding, "Don't sleep here," and "I feel hopeless."
And the first response we got is hiding. Something's hiding here. That doesn't sound too good. Doesn't sound too good for me at all. Oh, shoot. Yo, what the
Don't sleep here.
Don't sleep here is what we got. And dude, okay. look at this, guys. Look at this. Dude, that's my flashlight. That's my flashlight. And I know what you're saying, like, okay, and what's your point, Dan? So what if it's your flashlight? Well, the point is, hold on, I'm all confused with my camera. The point is, I feel hopeless. I always turn my flashlight off when I put it in my belt. I always turn my flashlight off. I never have, like, not turned it off.
At the same time, Dan notices that a flashlight he is certain was turned off is suddenly glowing from its holster. The most frightening moment comes when Dan spots what appears to be a tall figure with bright yellow eyes watching from the tree line.
The grave. Dude, okay. Holy okay. So, okay. Because I haven't explained what happened. So I was just down there about, as you saw, about 50 to 100 feet. And as I was filming, I'm not messing with you guys. As I was filming, I know I was facing this way, had the camera like this, and out of the corner of my eye, I see two yellow eyes. I see two yellow eyes easily standing right here, like right where I'm at. No, I mean not where I'm at, but like, here's me, here would be the eyes. And I just see, it looked like a long body just poking its head out. Like
the shape disappears almost instantly, leaving him unsure whether he witnessed an animal, a shadow, or something else entirely. As the night continues, branches snap in the darkness and strange whistles echo from the woods.
There's altar.
Altar. There's that noise. Dude, there's something there. There is something there. It's right there. Well, I'm turning up the brightness all the way. Forgive the grainy video footage, but I'm not. If something comes out, I'm not missing it. That's right where I just heard that noise. That's right where I heard that thing from.
Several spirit box responses seem to directly address him, including, "You should come back," "I welcome you," and finally, "Leave right now."
And that's definitely not a squirrel. I don't know. Maybe the squirrels got into a supply of Tren or something, and they're all on steroids. But that's not good. And then we have something audibly whistle at us twice. So yeah, like I said, it makes me think that they hung me. I welcome you. They hung me.
Convinced something is watching him from the forest, Dan decides to end the investigation and head back to his car. Exploring with Bear is a Bigfoot and paranormal adventure channel where J Bear investigates strange forests, abandoned places, and reported cryptid activity. In this video, he returns to a haunted Ohio forest with B after several recent Bigfoot sightings in the area. Jay explains that Ohio has been experiencing a new Bigfoot flap, with multiple witnesses reporting encounters.
And we are at the haunted forest right now. Now, it has been a while since I've been here, but recently there has been a Bigfoot spike here in Ohio. A Bigfoot flap, they're calling it, where there has been 8 sightings here recently by 8 different people. So this place has a very squatchy feel to it. And some crazy things have happened back here already. Actually, towards the end of the hike, we should come across, if we can find it, there's like this abandoned historic cemetery out here. Now, one thing to pay attention for while we're out here is voices. whispers. That gets picked up a lot here, which is crazy. That's one reason it is called the haunted forest. Also, back at the cemetery, I have experienced some crazy things as well. And you guys have actually screenshotted some crazy things back there.
As they start down the trail, the forest feels thick and overgrown. They find mayaples, which Jay connects to Bigfoot activity, and notice vines, webs, and strange natural formations all around them.
Oh, is it? No, these are called mayaples. And this is actually a sign. Bigfoot likes mayaples. Where do you see the grape at?
Underneath that leaf.
Which one?
The one in front of you.
Right here?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is.
And there's another one on the other leaf.
Yep, there's one down there too.
Can you eat them?
They're poisonous. They're actually poisonous. But there is a ripe period where if you get them when they're ripe, they're good and you can't eat them. But right now they are considered toxic. But that is cool that we have some right there. Because I just came across more mayflowers at a different location earlier. So, and Bigfoot is supposed to like mayflower. Bigfoot is heavy in Ohio.
Oh yeah.
In spiders. And we have mayflowers and like all these Bigfoot hotspots.
B tries a loud wood knock, and almost immediately, something appears to answer from deeper in the forest.
So B-Dog just found a super knocker. Look at that sucker, man. All right, B, you ready to let her ring?
Yeah.
Let's see what you got. Oh, that was loud, man.
Dude, that was super loud.
That was... Holy smokes, man. What in the... That was like right after you hit the tree.
Dude, that really sounded like something hitting a tree.
It did. That's what I'm talking... It wasn't like a tree breaking. That was a smack. That was just like what you just did, pretty much. You know?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, man, do it one more time.
They're watching us.
Holy smokes, what if they're watching us?
The sound is sharp and direct, almost like another knock hitting a tree back at them. As they continue, Jay realizes it is getting late and they have no proper lights.
I wonder what time it is. It shouldn't be getting dark. We got no lights, B.
Strange noises move through the woods, and for a moment, he even feels like they may be getting turned around. Deeper in, they find out bent trees, strange markings, and more movement around them. Jay starts to feel like something is nearby, watching from the brush as they search for the cemetery.
I'm almost a little excited. Like we're gonna get something big to happen. I mean, the knock was pretty big, but I want to hear like a freaking...
So where's this cemetery at?
It is another 8 miles. No, I actually thought we would have came to it by now. Look, man. See it? You don't see it. That X.
Oh, yeah.
When they finally reach the old cemetery, they rest and listen.
Really old cemetery in there. Man, oh, you wasn't there for that one. I found organs back here too, dude. Okay, we gotta enter the tick. We gotta go into the tick field here.
Well, this is poison ivy, I think.
Nope.
Smell of death. Francesca. Somebody broke that. That was nice of it.
Yeah, look, that one's been boarded. So there's also some really little tiny graves behind this one that just says like mother, father.
Jay remembers past experiences there, including strange eyes, a figure, and even a pile of organs he once found nearby, making the area feel darker and more ritualistic. Then B lets out a Bigfoot whoop, and something vocal responds from the woods.
Whoop! They heard that. Everybody heard that.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yeah.
That was cool. That was whoopish. Holy smokes, B. So you did a knock. And we got a knock back. You just did a whoop. That was something vocally back there that it was like, whoo!
Yeah, I know.
I had the camera off. Did you hear that? That was, what was that? That was a vocal noise. Dang it, I had the camera off for a second. This is getting pretty cool, actually.
Jay is shocked, saying they got both a knock and a vocal reply in the same night. With darkness closing in and a long walk back, they decide to leave before the forest gets worse. Rugged Road Explorers is an exploration channel where Dave hikes into remote canyons to document ancient ruins, hidden dwellings, and traces of people who lived there long ago. In this video, Dave returns to a steep canyon after spending the previous day trying and failing to reach an ancient dwelling site. He finds a new route down through the cliffs and slowly works his way toward the location, hoping the difficult climb will finally pay off. Before reaching the main site, he studies the canyon and explains why people may have chosen this place.
It's super steep. I mean, look at that. I just couldn't do it. I tried a couple of times, and man, I just wore myself out trying to get down here. So really happy. Got an early start today, and it was successful. So gives us a lot of time to explore the site if we get there. When we get there. All right, let's go. So this is the next obstacle. I'm trying to figure out how to get around. I don't think to go up. I think it's going to get rough because there's a waterfall coming from up there. I know, I tried. I'm thinking I need to cut down here and then over and then up. It's going to be my best route.
There are caves, ledges, silence, and pools of water below, which may once have been a reliable stream before drought changed the area. On the way, Dave spots something tucked near a waterfall and takes a detour.
Made it across here and getting ready to head there, but then I look up here and this, I can't tell, but that looks like something. So we're gonna check it out. This is the waterfall. I tried to get down there earlier and I couldn't, but I didn't see that. So let's go check it out. It may be nothing, but we can't just walk by it.
The climb leads him to a small, mostly collapsed structure that appears untouched.
Beautiful water source right here. There's actually even a pool down there. Man, and all this has come down. Boy, you can see this is undisturbed right here. Holy, what is this? Look at this.
Inside, he notices unusual stonework, soft sand, charcoal, and what may have been roof material still preserved in place. He then finds an old basket weave pottery piece and more signs of construction, including wood, matting, mud, and support sticks.
It's actually part of the roof is still intact where they trying to walk where I don't really mess up anything. You can still see, so the, wow, that's interesting. It's almost like this all got filled in and this was the roof right here. I am seeing charcoal, so I know they had a fire somewhere here, up in here. I'm looking for staining on the ceiling. I don't see it, so I'm assuming it was in this, yeah, it looks like it kind of the more charcoal right here. So right in this area here may have been a fire. All right, I'm going to look around a little bit more. I don't want to bore you guys completely with just looking at this, but
Dave wonders whether the site may have been used for storage, water collection, or something else entirely. After continuing along the ledge, Dave finally reaches the main dwelling site.
So I turned on the camera early. as we walk around here. So hopefully there's not too much dead time for you guys. Huh. Man, I hope I'm not on the wrong level. I don't think I am. Let it be right here. Oh, yes. Yes. All right. Look at that. Oh, man.
The effort of 2 days pays off when he finds multiple intact rooms built into the cliff, with preserved door slabs, smoke-stained ceilings, corn impressions in the mud, and reed construction still visible.
What's neat is these still have the doors. That's pretty awesome. Wow, look at let's stick this in here.
He crawls into one of the larger rooms and realizes how big the structure once was, though the ceiling is still low. Corn cobs, mud walls, and heavy smoke staining suggest the rooms may have had several uses over time. Nearby, Dave finds what looks like a stone bench and another exposed structure, imagining people sitting there centuries ago.
Here, taking it easy and watching the sunset. But that sure looks purposely made. Look at that. Yep. And nicely made, too. Well, they put a lot of work into this one, and it's held up, and it is exposed to the elements. I'm looking at this rock. But this is the other structure over here I wanted to check out. Gotta be careful, it's a bit of a drop there.
He ends by calling it an awesome discovery worth the difficult climb. Franco TV explores abandoned and unsettling places alone, often using night vision and thermal cameras. In this video, Frank returns at night to an evacuated mountain town where deaths and memorials are connected to the area. Frank begins deep in the mountains, surrounded by total darkness, explaining that the abandoned town feels completely different after sunset. He enters the first ruined homes, moving room to room while asking if any spirits want to communicate.
And I told you, complete, utter darkness. Right now I'm heading in towards, you could even see abandoned buildings here on the side, kind of hidden in the dark. But I'm heading in towards the abandoned town. This would be the entrance area.
Inside one building, he finds signs of fire damage and admits the darkness outside is making him nervous.
Making sure it was quiet. Oh, look at this. Someone peeled this from a tree. Some bark. It always starts off quiet. It literally just got dark too. So it wasn't this dark for like a while. Look at that. I gotta be careful nothing falls on top of me. Jesus, it's so freaking creepy. I'm just looking outside and look how dark it looks.
Outside, Frank hears what sounds like an animal, then whistles into the darkness.
I think that was an animal. That must have been an animal. Maybe a coyote. That's assuming you guys heard it.
A whistle comes back, and he becomes certain something or someone answered him from deeper in the town.
See if I get a whistle back. I got a whistle back. I just got a whistle back.
Because he can barely see, he switches to night vision. Soon after, he hears screams, moans, movement, and a voice behind him, but the camera shows almost nothing in the pitch-black streets.
It is so freaking dark, look. Just blinded myself. See the house way down there? That's another mansion. And I think that's where I heard the whistle come from. But there's nothing. And this is much bigger. There's a road down there that continues throughout the whole town. Alright, I'm not actually visually, I can't see much right now. So I'm going to see if I could go ahead and switch into night vision. So that way maybe you guys could see a lot better.
Frank then uses thermal imaging to scan the abandoned houses and roads. He hears footsteps and people talking, but the thermal camera fails to pick up anyone nearby. As he continues through the town, he suddenly spots two figures standing behind him in the darkness.
Okay. What the fuck is that? I got two people standing behind me in the darkness. I don't know what they are, what they're doing. They're just in the dark. I think they're looking right at me. They're way up there in the dark. You see them better with my light off. What the fuck is that? Alright, hold on.
More voices come from near the mansion, and Frank switches cameras, shaken by how quietly they appeared behind him. He reaches the large mansion where two other people had come down from the mountain with flashlights. Inside, he explores the massive abandoned structure, finding pentacles, an upside-down cross, unstable floors, and hearing strange laughter from behind the walls.
Listen.
Near the end, Frank hears eerie music coming from somewhere below the mansion, close to the route back to his car.
I'm hearing music. What the fuck is that? There's music coming down there. I don't know from what though. Well, that's the haunted mansion. I don't know where I'm hearing music down there, but I'm about to check out and see what the hell that is.
He finally leaves, unsure if the sounds came from people, something paranormal, or both. Rugged Road Explorers is an exploration channel where Dave hikes into remote places to document old ruins, cliff dwellings, and hidden traces of the past. In this video, he drops into a quiet canyon after spotting possible dwellings from above the day before.
I stepped back because I was looking down here, hoping I would see a rock that would, fit that doorway there.
Dave begins by explaining that he had scanned the cliffs from the top but could not properly mark the locations. So he now enters from the valley floor to climb up toward them. Before reaching the ruins, he notices a carved pool in the rock, possibly a water source.
So I want to show you this because it's so neat how everything's cut. The water comes through and cuts everything. And then right here, you have kind of a catch pool. And I don't know if it's fed by a spring or not. There sure is a lot growing here. So it could be a little bit of a stream, or maybe it's just a catch pool, but it would have been an important water source.
Nearby caves and ledges cut into the canyon walls show why this place may have been useful for people living here long ago. He climbs above the first dwelling to check the higher levels and soon finds what looks like a small storage area, with old mud still visible inside.
Hey, you come up on something like this. I mean, this is a beautiful panel. There doesn't seem to be anything on it, but I'll check the film later because a lot of times things show up on camera that I can't see with my naked eye, depending on the light at the time. Right here we have our first storage area, it looks like, or what's left of one. There's still some mud back in the back there. So it's like I thought, they do use multiple levels, and this again is a perfect example of that. I'm not sure what they stored in there, but what I'm seeing right here on the ground, let me get, are pine nut holes.
On the ground, he spots pine nutshells, wondering if food may once have been stored there in pots. Dropping down to the main structure, Dave finds multiple connected rooms, thick wooden supports, smooth stonework, and possible doorways.
It looks like people have been here and, stacked things. We got corn, we got jasper shards, and different kinds of pottery. You can see how that little cove on the other side there was tied into this dwelling. So that, they built this on top of that, it looks like. And then you've got this window right here. Boy, look at that support. They were serious. These are nice and thick. And again, boy, they did a good job of smoothing it off. Well, matter of fact, it looks like there were multiple ones here. And you can see the rocks have fallen back. Get out of the shadow here. Backwards.
He studies how the builders tied the walls into the natural rock, using heavy logs and carefully placed stones. Inside one section, he notices blackened stone and suggests it may have been used for cooking, smoking, or another fire-related purpose.
So it was fairly big. I mean, it's a fairly big dwelling, probably, 10 feet from this rock to there is 10 feet. At the widest part is probably 5.5 feet, and then back on the end there, about 2.5 feet. And this was, apparently they used this all the way along the front here. So it's interesting. I wonder how high up it went. If it went higher than this.
He also points out how well the ceiling and supports were engineered. Higher up, Dave reaches a larger room that may have been the main living space.
And this may have been the main living area. I mean, it's fairly large. I mean, it's a good 10 feet across in the middle, 8 feet across at the back there. And from here to there, it's about 12 to 15 feet. So this was a large room. I mean, you could fit a family could sleep in here easily.
What stands out most are the ancient roof ties still holding in place, knots made by human hands, roughly 1,000 years ago. By the end, he counts several rooms and coves across the site, showing how extensive the dwelling once was. From a distance, the ruins almost disappear into the cliff, blending perfectly with the canyon wall. Ray Gloom's Real Life Encounters is a paranormal and overnight exploration channel focused on strange encounters, abandoned locations, and unsettling stayovers. In this video, Ray and his friend arrive at his parents' remote property, expecting a quiet overnight stay. But almost immediately, things begin to feel wrong. As soon as they enter the dark cabin, they notice multiple lights are not working, and the house looks strangely abandoned.
I haven't been. This is my parents' place. I haven't. Okay, that's the outside.
Oh wait, that didn't do anything?
This one, it's not working.
Well, that's not working.
Okay.
We'll go find another. The power. There's some power.
Well, the outside light's working.
Wait a minute. No, that uses a battery.
That's Wi-Fi.
That's Wi-Fi?
Yeah. Whoa, got one.
That one worked. Okay. Okay, just a burnout light, I guess.
With food still left sitting out as if someone suddenly left in a hurry, they begin checking doors and windows, trying to figure out if someone may have been inside recently. The tension increases when lights start switching off on their own and doors appear to move by themselves.
Okay. I just saw your door move.
I closed that door, I thought.
I just saw your door move.
Wait. Is that a TV running? Do you hear that? Listen.
That was a little sound. But right before you came in here, I think I got it on here that the door went whoop.
Let me turn my light brighter.
So
You better not be messing with me.
I'm not. I'll follow you.
Dude, this is scaring me.
Bro. The light just turned off behind me.
Okay, turn it on. Go over to the wall where it is and turn it on. Wait, I'm coming. Which one of these is it?
There's one right here. Does this...
I think this is it.
Dude, I think...
That's the light for this one.
Dude.
While inspecting the bedrooms, they discover one of the room doors has been completely removed and left leaning against the wall, which neither of them remember seeing before.
I need to talk to my parents about that and see if they took the... But the door was on there.
I can't remember. I thought it was on. Well, okay, obviously it wasn't. Because here it is. So
apparently.
So someone took the door off.
I'm gonna have to talk to my parents about that.
Later that night, the atmosphere becomes even stranger. After hearing noises around the house,
For Pete's sake, come on! I just got into bed.
That hurt.
Ray finds a real kitchen knife hidden underneath a pillow in the bedroom. At the exact same moment, a painting suddenly shifts on the wall by itself.
There's like a rock under there.
Whoa. Oh, that's creepy. Bro, that ain't no rock.
Okay, that just creeped me out. Why is there a knife right there?
What was that? What the heck?
Did that painting just move?
Dude, that painting just moved.
I heard it. I heard.
Right when I revealed the knife, the painting moved.
Leaving both of them genuinely shaken. Believing a squatter may be outside, they attempt to leave and contact police, only to discover they suddenly have no phone service and the car will no longer start.
Alright. It's not even turning over. You got... Your battery's okay. Your check engine light's on though.
It's not even cranking over.
Shit. Okay, I'm really worried he just sabotaged your car.
Moments later, they hear something hit the vehicle from outside, but when they look, nobody is there.
What was that? Did you hear that?
He just hit the back window.
Nope, I'm going in. Nope. Nope. Nope, I'm going in.
The next morning brings even more confusion. Windows and blinds that were closed the night before are now open. Water is mysteriously running inside the house, and the fireplace appears to switch itself on without anyone touching it.
Hey, you awake? Did you leave the water running and the blind open? Water running? Yeah. No. The blind's open in the kitchen area and the water's running. We closed these last night.
Do you think that squatter actually got in?
I don't know.
By the second night, both men are exhausted and unnerved. Strange lights appear in the bedroom again. They think they see movement inside the room and eventually decide to set up a trail camera before trying to sleep.
That's not my light.
That's not your light.
Get on the floor and look underneath. That is really creeping me out.
That's not your light. Did you leave your flashlight on?
I left it in here. No, I didn't leave it on.
The following morning, the car suddenly starts without explanation.
Started. Why would it start now? Okay, never mind. Let's get our stuff. Let's get out of here.
Let's go.
And they quickly decide to leave the property behind. Paranormal Discovery is a wilderness horror channel where the creator mixes solo camping, paranormal investigation, and deep forest exploration. In this overnight video, he returns alone to the Deadlands with his dog Kia after a previous encounter with a mysterious entity called Audrey. The night begins with heavy wind, dark skies, and an uneasy atmosphere as he sets up a hammock tent near a remote lake. He explains that the area has become one of his main paranormal hotspots, and that Audrey may be connected to the forest and his dreams. As the storm calms, the video briefly shifts into a normal camping trip.
Up in Cape Breton, still an abundance of moose. So many up there. It's pretty common, but down here in the mainland of Nova Scotia, we're running low, man. I guess what I'm getting at here is I want her to be on lead because I did research that dogs should be on lead, just so they don't kind of interfere with the mainland moose out here and other wildlife. So it's not like she'll like go after one. She'll defend us, but I just don't want, like, let's say a moose comes around or to the lake in the morning or something. I don't want her to temper with it. I don't want her to, you know, start something, or else it'll be a fight between a moose and a dog, or a moose, a dog, and me, a human. So, yeah, it's kind of a protective thing right now. I'm trying to protect the wildlife, but also protect her.
He cooks dinner, talks about moose in Nova Scotia, and explains why Kia stays on a leash in this wilderness. Even during the calmer moments, he keeps noticing movement in the trees.
To kind of ponder about, I think something's moving back there. I keep seeing movement, and I don't know what that is. The hell?
And says the forest feels alive around him. After dark, the Spirit Talker app starts producing strange words near the lake, including encounter, Gabriel, green eyes, and aggressive.
Green eyes.
Green eyes. Is Audrey around me right now?
These responses seem to connect back to Audrey from the earlier investigation.
I ran into an entity back there a few days ago named Audrey. Is Audrey here?
Later, the atmosphere becomes more intense. Loud tree knocks echo through the woods.
Violate.
Violate? What the fuck is that?
And he hears strange movement around the campsite.
I don't know how I'm having service right now. I'm like in and out of service, but what was that sound? It's a fucking tree knock. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Holly.
Holly. Holly, who are you? Man. Like, I actually wonder if anyone here has, like, that is unrelated to the indigenous folks. Like, I wonder if anyone's actually passed away here.
He also hears what sounds like distant drums and begins checking the forest with a flashlight.
Jesus. What's there? Hello? You know what's weird? So that's actually the hot tent making that snapping noise. But you know what's weird? I'm actually hearing like drums. Distant drums.
He then tries knocking on trees himself, and something appears to knock back from the darkness.
There it is again. It's replying back to me.
Curious but nervous, he grabs bear spray and walks toward the empty campground near the lake, while calling out for Audrey. Back at camp, he feels Audrey is nearby and wonders whether it followed him from the earlier location.
Right now, I'm just popping in here to kind of update you guys on what I'm feeling. It's very intimidating out there. I feel like there's a spiritual thing going on out there. I honestly feel like people are walking out there. I may seem psychotic. I'm like half asleep right now.
By morning, the forest feels calmer, but he still believes Audrey may be part of an ongoing mystery in the Deadlands. Chad is an exploration creator known for late-night Randonautica videos, abandoned places, and unsettling trails where strange clues often appear. In this video, he follows another Randonautica point deep into the woods and begins finding objects connected to someone named Anna. The video starts with Chad entering a wrecked construction area beside the woods. The location already feels abandoned and uneasy, with broken buildings, flooded rooms, and fences leading toward a hidden trail.
The point is somewhere here. It's somewhere back here. I don't really know where. But it's somewhere in this area. This is so creepy, man. This is so creepy. Look, they destroyed all of this.
After entering the woods, he discovers rows of small locked wooden chairs that resemble a creepy miniature cemetery.
These are nice benches, holy crap. Well, they got locks on them. Okay. I'm not sure what they would keep in there. Oh my god. Dude, this looks like almost like a little cemetery of little chairs. Look at how creepy that is.
Around the same time, his camera's facial recognition begins detecting something in the trees despite nobody being visible.
Thing here. My facial recognition again, dude, is pointing me that way. That's creepy. Oh my god, I'm gonna take a picture of that again and show it to you because I don't know why it's doing that.
As he moves deeper into the trail, Chad starts finding random children's objects, including toy kitchen items and lost keys scattered through the forest.
What is this? It's a little freaking baggie here. It's a toy. I don't know. It's weird. Okay. This Randonautica stuff is actually really creepy. I can't believe I'm finding stuff again already. Somebody lost their keys. Their car's keys. Oh, there's like pots and pans in here. That's weird.
Soon after, he hears what sounds like a distant scream, forcing him to stop and listen in panic.
What's that? What the hell was that? Dude, that sounded like somebody screaming. That sounded like somebody screaming.
The tension grows when he spots a strange light deeper in the woods before crossing a creek into darker trails.
This is so unbelievably creepy. What is that? Dude, I see a light. I see a light over there. Look. Oh, that's a reflection. That scared me. What is that? I can't even begin to tell you guys how creepy it is back here. Oh, this is like another offbeat trail. What the hell? Oh, I don't know what that is. It's...
Later, he discovers an envelope containing a handwritten riddle.
Okay. Weird. Just an envelope here. Whoa. What's it say? I am an odd number. Take away a letter and I become even?
I am an odd number. Take away a letter and I become even. The forest becomes increasingly unsettling after his spirit app begins producing odd responses like begin, don't tell, and it's not human.
Begin? Begin. I don't know what that means. But here I am, lost in the woods somewhere.
Chad also finds a child's sandal hidden beside the trail, which visibly shakes him.
I just heard somebody. But look, dude. There's a freaking, like a little girl's shoe here. Her sandal?
Later in the investigation, Chad discovers more disturbing objects connected to Anna, including a crossed-out photo frame and several clocks stopped near the number 7.
One of the hands is on 7. Remember the last one? It was 7 o'clock on the other clock that I found. One of the hands is on 7. So it's 5:30.
Near the end of the video, he finds a dead deer beside a box containing water and a note saying, "She's thirsty."
Oh, what is this? What's this? There's a box here. There's water. What the hell? There's a little note thing in here. She's thirsty? Come out, man. Come out. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna leave. I assume that's about Anna. Is she alive?
The discovery finally convinces him to leave the woods immediately. Strayed Explorer is a solo paranormal exploration channel where Andy investigates abandoned places, usually with EVP, spirit apps, and trigger devices. In this video, he returns after a 2-month break to explore a huge overgrown fort alone. The night begins with Andy showing the scale of the place. An 8-meter deep moat, an 11-meter wide gap, and a single entrance leading into the fort.
I know I have just shown you some drone footage, but the moat is 8 meters deep and 11 meters wide. And until I've just walked up here to look at it, you don't understand the size of it. Just look at this. I don't know if the camera's doing it any justice, but that is the back wall. There'll be another one here. It goes 8 meters down and 11 meters all the way to the other side. And that goes all the way around in, I think it was like the shape of a hexagon, if I remember right.
Even before he gets fully inside, he hears what sounds like a man's voice, echoing through the tunnel.
And here we arrive at the door. Jeez, man. So apparently we come through this tunnel. Once we get through here, we're into the fort. Was that an echo? Sounded like a man's voice. So, I'm feeling a little bit rusty. I've had a whole 2 months break. And I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to come out on my own after such a long break into such a vast, creepy place.
Once inside, he realizes how massive and confusing the fort is. The sun is going down, the paths are swallowed by plants, and he worries about getting lost in the dark while searching for the underground tunnels. After pushing through the overgrowth, Andy finds the tunnel entrance and steps into the lower chambers.
Oh man, here it is. Hello? See daylight at the end.
The rooms are huge, cold, and filled with strange details, including bones scattered across the floor and unexplained rumbling in the walls.
Bones everywhere. And they're all exactly the same bone. Like, if there's any bone experts out there, what are they? Why is there so many of them?
He begins calling out, asking if any spirits want to communicate.
I think what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to go back to that first bit where we was and get out a bit of equipment and just see if we can get any interactions on that. I have been doing some calling out, not had any direct responses, but I'm definitely hearing weird knocking noises and rumbling. I don't know if the mic's going to be picking that up or not, but...
At first, there are only knocks and distant sounds. But then an EVP seems to say something like, "Coming downstairs in a minute."
You say coming downstairs in a minute? I feel like that says coming downstairs in a minute, which is kind of odd because I asked about the knock upstairs.
Which unnerves him because he had just mentioned hearing a knock from upstairs. The activity grows stronger when he sets up a light device. It responds almost immediately.
This on what I'm holding, you can use it to say words to me. If you are here, can you try and touch that device on the floor just to let me know that you understand? What I did want to do was use seer, but no way. Straight away. So you understand? I assume that's why you've just made that light up green. Can you try and tell me your name with this? What I was going to say, I wanted to use seer, but it needs an internet connection to use the AI to generate the images, and there's no signal down here.
Lighting green and then red on command. The Spirit app gives names like Catherine and Patricia, while the device confirms answers at the same time. Then Andy hears footsteps nearby.
I can hear footsteps. Hello?
The sounds seem too heavy and deliberate to be simple rustling, and the app says unsettling phrases like cry, trust me, there's bad here, and finally, you're next, twice. He finishes with one last EVP attempt.
I want you to do it again. Put all your energy into it, take the energy from these devices, and I want you to very clearly say, well, say whatever you want.
Still hearing unclear voices and movement, before deciding the fort has gone quiet enough to leave. What's Up with James is an outdoor adventure channel where James explores abandoned places, camps in remote areas, and tests how far he can push himself alone. In this video, he finds an abandoned mine site and decides to camp there overnight. James begins by exploring the old mining buildings. The first structure is strangely covered in shingles even over the door.
This is cool.
And inside he finds old drawers, a built-in wall refrigerator, rat droppings, and a tiny shoe. Nearby, he checks a larger shop or barn filled with old metal, roofing material, and signs that someone may have lived there while trying to work the mine again.
A bunch of old metal plates and stuff out here. It's crazy.
He then follows an old PVC tube into the brush, unsure if it once carried water from a well or served some mining purpose.
If it was heading down this way, cuts through there, let's see. Looks like it wraps back around actually. I don't know if it had always been down here, if there was like an old well.
James explains this area is near the same place, connected to his earlier Skinwalker story, which makes the abandoned mine feel even more unsettling. He tries lowering a GoPro into the main shaft, but quickly realizes it is too dangerous to enter alone.
I don't know what you guys are seeing. It really doesn't look like there's an option for that though. And I'm not stupid enough to try to go into a mine like that by myself without any equipment. So I gotta close this door to this abandoned house here.
Instead, he searches nearby and finds more abandoned structures, including a strange old house that looks partly renovated, as if someone started restoring it and suddenly stopped.
All right, let me go explore the area a little bit more. And I did come across this, which looks like it's a different house, but it's seen something interesting down here. Maybe not. I thought perhaps that this house had a grave. From the road, this one kind of looked like a grave. I don't think that's what it is. But yeah, so these bricks out here, there's a little town called Ancho that you drive through on the way here. And I guess there's a spot there where they used to manufacture bricks. I don't know if all of these came from there specifically.
Deeper up the road, he discovers several smaller mine openings, some too tight to crawl into safely. One mine finally allows him inside.
this one. This one pretty much is just this.
He crouches through the dark passage, admits he hates how it feels, and reaches the bottom of a shaft.
Not that a mine is necessarily supposed to be comfortable.
With side tunnels and old tool marks in the rock. Later, another tunnel pushes him even harder. Bugs swarm everywhere.
Oh, no way. Is this like... Yeah, see, this is like... Isn't this because they're trying to prop up?
He finds a dead hawk inside, and altogether on the way out, he accidentally headbutts a bat. Back at camp, James reflects on how uncomfortable abandoned mines make him, then tests his night vision around the buildings and mine entrance before sleeping in the quiet, desert-like silence.